Introducing Activation Pro for Salesforce, now available through the AppExchange. Activation Pro for Salesforce is an out-of-the-box integration that connects either hosted or self-hosted Activation Pro to Sales Cloud and Salesforce. This does require either hosted or self-hosted Activation Pro from Reprise software. Connecting to an existing Activation Pro instance may require an update to the API. Please contact Reprise support to confirm compatibility. After installing from the AppExchange, search for RLM in the App Launcher. This will open the application in Salesforce. Enter your Activation Pro URL and login information on the configuration page to connect to Activation Pro. Please note that if you have not done so already, a separate API user should be created in Activation Pro for this connection. After connecting, run the sync to import any existing product definitions and activation keys into Salesforce. If connecting to a clean install of Activation Pro, or if you do not want to import existing product definitions and keys, you may skip this step. Once the sync has completed, it is recommended that all management of product definitions and keys be done from within Salesforce. Any changes made from within Activation Pro will require the sync to be run again. Activation Pro for Salesforce has 3 permission levels. Manage, allowing you to create, edit, and delete product definitions, keys, and fulfillments. Support, allowing you to create and delete fulfillments, as well as a view-only permission. To manage product definitions, simply go to the Product Definitions tab. All product definitions will be listed here. To view, edit, clone, or delete a product definition, click the product definition name to open it. You will now see the details for the product definition, as well as any associated activation keys and child product definitions. In Activation Pro, you have the option to create a license bundle with a primary license and 1 or more sub-licenses. In Activation Pro for Salesforce, this is achieved by first creating the primary or parent license. Then for each sub or child license, you will select the parent product from the parent product field. The options available on the product definition in Salesforce are more limited compared with the Activation Pro. However, these options are all available from the activation key. After creating a new product definition or saving any changes to an existing definition, the application will automatically sync with Activation Pro. If changes have not yet synced, this will be indicated with a red banner at the top of the page. The API status and API error fields will also indicate if there is an issue with the sync. As with product definitions, activation keys can be managed by clicking the Activation Keys tab. All activation keys will be listed here. To create a new activation key, click New from the menu in the top right corner. Here you will see all of the fields you are familiar with from Activation Pro, with a few differences. The company and contact fields use the company and contact objects within Salesforce. The contacts and companies from Activation Pro, in other words, the Customers tab, are not used. There is an additional Orders field that may be used to associate the key with an order in Salesforce. Otherwise, activation keys are the same as you will find in Activation Pro. Required fields are indicated by a red asterisk. After saving, you will see a message stating the key was created. From the key, you also have the option to manage any fulfillments that are associated with it. To do so, click Manage Fulfillments in the top right menu. From here, you will see the Fulfillment ID, the host name when applicable, the host ID, as well as View and Delete buttons. Clicking View will display the contents of the license file. This can be helpful for troubleshooting or if it is necessary to send the customer a copy of the license file. The Delete button will delete the fulfillment from Activation Pro. You also have the option to search fulfillment IDs, host names, and host IDs from the fulfillment window. Fulfillments are displayed dynamically. They are not synced like product definitions and activation keys are. If a customer requires manual activation, in other words, they are unable to activate over the internet and need a license file generated for them, locate and open their serial number record, and from the top right menu, select Create Fulfillment. From here, you can enter their host ID as well as the host name and account for a floating license. If the activation is successful, the text will display in the box below. In the case of a failure, the error message will display below. If you open up an account record, you will also see that I have a related list for activation keys. This will display all activation keys associated with that account. To do this, go to Setup, Object Manager, Account, Page Layouts, and Account Layout. From here, locate related lists and activation keys and drag it to the desired location. Then you can click the wrench to select which fields you would like to display next to the key. Now when you open an account, you will see all keys displayed beneath it. This can also be done for contact records if desired. This brings us to the end of our short introduction to Activation Pro for Salesforce. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact support or sales@repricesoftware.com. If you would like to request a trial, this can be done through the AppExchange listing. If you do not currently have Salesforce, we can optionally set you up with a sandbox environment. Please contact sales for more information.